Today, we will be rediscovering the original purpose of philosophy. When most people think of philosophy today, they imagine academic debates, technical vocabulary, or abstract reasoning. But Pierre Hadot, one of the greatest historians of ancient thought, uncovered a forgotten truth. In the ancient world, philosophy was a way of life. It was not merely about thinking differently, it was about being different. The Stoics, Platonists, and early Christian philosophers believed that wisdom was realized through daily spiritual exercises, inner transformation, and contemplative awareness of the divine cosmos. For Hadot, the essence of philosophy is not intellectual argument. It is the awakening of consciousness. His lifelong work revealed that ancient philosophy was a living path toward freedom, presence, and union with the deeper reality of existence. In a world overwhelmed by distraction and anxiety, Hadot's message is revolutionary. Philosophy is not a subject to study, it is a practice to live. Philosophy as spiritual transformation. Hadot's research showed that ancient philosophers saw themselves not as experts, but as guides of the soul. The goal was transformation, not speculation. To the ancients, wisdom was measured in life, not in words. Philosophy meant training the mind, the emotions, and the perception itself. Through practices of contemplation, self-examination, meditation, and daily discipline, the philosopher learned to see reality clearly. Hadot argued that these spiritual exercises reshaped consciousness, dissolving fear, ego, and illusion. In this light, philosophy becomes a spiritual path, a way to overcome suffering, remove ignorance, and awaken to the divine order of the cosmos. Ancient teachings were not abstract theories, they were tools for liberation. Stoicism and the art of the present moment. Hadot often turned to the Stoics as a model of lived philosophy. For thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, wisdom meant living fully in the present moment. They taught that human suffering arises from judgment, not from circumstances. When the mind meets life without distortion, peace appears. Stoic exercises included observing thoughts, mastering impulses, and contemplating the vastness of the cosmos. These practices dissolved the ego and revealed that every moment is connected to a greater order. Hadot saw this as a pathway to divine awareness. When consciousness is anchored in the present, the soul perceives reality with clarity, humility, and reverence. The ordinary becomes sacred because the mind is finally awake. The view from above. One of Hadot's most powerful discoveries was the ancient exercise called the view from above. Philosophers practiced imagining themselves rising beyond their small position on earth until they saw the world from a cosmic perspective. From this height, the dramas of the ego fall away. The soul recognizes its place in a vast, interconnected universe. Hadot believed this exercise dissolved the illusion of separateness, awakening a sense of unity with all life. It is not escapism. It is a shift of consciousness. In the cosmic view, every being shines with meaning. The divine presence is not somewhere else. It unfolds through the fabric of the world. Philosophy becomes a way of seeing existence with awe, gratitude, and humility. Words are not enough, the failure of modern philosophy. Hadot argued that philosophy lost its soul when it became an academic discipline detached from life. Today we analyze concepts the way scientists analyze data, but we do not live them. Ancient philosophers would be confused by this approach. For them, wisdom was not stored in books, it was embodied in character. Hadot said the modern world needs philosophy not as theory, but as therapy for the soul. Philosophy should teach us how to live with peace, justice, courage, and awareness of the divine. Without practice, words are empty. With practice, they become transformative. Hadot did not deny reason, He simply restored its purpose, to lead consciousness toward truth, love, and inner freedom. Philosophy as awareness of the divine present. Hadot revealed that many ancient schools, including the Stoics, Platonists, and early Christians, saw philosophy as a path to divine consciousness. The divine was not a distant supernatural realm. It was the living intelligence present in reality itself. When the mind becomes quiet and the heart becomes attentive, this presence is revealed. Ancient spiritual exercises were designed to cultivate this state. Meditation on impermanence, contemplation of nature, examination of conscience, and attention to the present moment. In these practices, the philosopher transcended illusion and awakened to the sacredness woven into every breath. Hadot believed that philosophy reconnects human beings to the divine order, not through belief, but through direct experience of reality. The practice of inner freedom. For Pierre Hadot, the goal of philosophy was inner freedom, not freedom from life, but freedom within life. The ancient sage learns to live with serenity amid chaos, compassion amid conflict, and clarity amid confusion. This state is not passive, it is radiant strength. Hadot believed that inner freedom comes from aligning one's life with the deeper truth of existence, the acceptance of change, the rejection of illusion, and the recognition that every moment is an expression of the divine. Through discipline, contemplation, and self-awareness, the philosopher becomes a citizen of the cosmos, free from fear and open to love. Awareness becomes luminous. The divine is not sought in the future. It is recognized in the now. Philosophy reborn for the modern world. In the end, Hadot's work resurrects philosophy as a genuine spiritual path. He showed that wisdom is not measured in arguments, but in transformation, the awakening of consciousness to the divine reality present in all things. In a world overwhelmed by noise, distraction, and anxiety, Hadot gives us a forgotten remedy: silence, reflection, contemplation, and wonder. Philosophy becomes a practice of seeing clearly, living simply, and loving deeply. The true philosopher does not escape the world. He awakens to it. Hadot invites us to live with attention, gratitude, and cosmic perspective, recognizing that the divine shines through every moment of existence. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe. It is the free and easiest way to support this channel. It would mean the world to us here at Spiritual Quest. Thanks for watching.